Well, I'm back with some more finds from the flea markets. Flea markets and garage sales have been a little sparse as of late because we've had a lot of rain. But I wanted to show you some of the cool stuff that I've gotten lately. Just recently picked up nice Voltron Black Lion. Missing all of his accessories and stuff, and one of the ears is broken off. But he's actually in pretty decent shape other than that, and he's a lion I didn't have. I find his arms and legs quite often, but I don't usually find the body. So, you can add this. It's got those little legs that pop out there. So he's actually in pretty decent shape. See, one day I'll find the rest of him, all the little accessories, but I think I have the green lion and the yellow lion, so I still need the blue and the, well, in the cartoon it was pink, but still need the rest of them to go with them. But cool little Voltron. And let's see, got a nice John from Chips MEGO figure. Really good condition with his all of his accessories. His face is a bit gray and he looks kind of ghosty. I'm kind of afraid to take off his helmet because it's been on there for so long, so his hair might be stuck on there. Yeah, it's a little sticky, so you can just fix with a little bit of dish soap, just wipe it off gingerly, but it's a really good shape MEGO figure. And let's see, got a Rodimus Prime with, this actually turns out to be the reissue version. It took me a while, I'm not a big Transformers person, so it took me a while to figure out the difference between the original G1 and the reissue. And from what I can tell, the only difference is the rims. The original G1, they're more slotted, and the reissue, they're not as slotted as deep. That's the only difference I could find between the G1 and the reissue. If anyone knows any other differences, let me know. But that is the one thing I saw to look for to differentiate that this is not a G1, it is the later reissue. Not the new Walmart one, but the later one, the Takara one. And I don't know this dude's name. It's one of the later G.I. Joes. I guess later's. I expect he's probably 89-ish. Well, this says 80. It's a little bit newer than I thought, so I'll have to look up this dude. But pretty cool. Got his rockets and I think all of his accessories. So, pretty cool find from the flea market this weekend. Another one, this is one of the Starcom vehicles. These aren't worth a whole lot, and this one's missing pieces. But they're just kind of neat vehicles. I think you see these at the flea markets kind of often, because like I said, they aren't worth much, but they're just fun. I had it fixed. There it goes. Yeah, just a little bit loose. But like I said, it's missing a lot of pieces. Not a Transformer, GoBot. It's not Goldbug, which would make sense, but it's a name similar to that. And he's missing his accessories too, but the rest of him is in nice shape. Kind of cool. And I don't really do wrestling figures, but I picked up a version of Hillbilly Jim earlier that was, the paint was all bad on it. So when I saw this one that actually had good paint in his hat, I went ahead and picked it up. Because, I don't know, he amuses me, he looks funny. So, pick that up. And what's really cool is the StarSpeeder 1000 from the Star Tours ride. This I have not figured out. I need to watch a video on it. Because I'm sure I'm missing a piece here. I'm missing the R2 that goes inside of it. But, I see, yeah, it's got guns that pop out. But there should be a way to actually open these doors. A button, but I have not found it yet. But, you can see inside, it actually has several of its pieces, so we got all the chairs with the seat belts, the screen, but we also have 3 different screens you can put up for the viewers. and the seat for Rex. So these were actually a limited edition Disney toy. Yeah, see, they want to pop open, I just don't know the button to push to get them to pop open. Yeah, this was actually a limited toy from Disney. I don't know what how many it was limited to, but it's a really cool and big ship. And it's actually pretty good that I'm only missing a couple pieces. So I don't know what goes here, but something looks like it popped out. And I believe this was just a regular R2 unit that fit in there. Really nice. It came with all of its screens and the chair inside. And I got some smaller stuff. Just one sec. Okay, here's some assorted figures and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna dump it out, so everyone can accuse me of abusing figures and treating them like trash. That's fine. They're really not that fragile, guys. Some of them are, but I mean, generally these toys are 30, 40 years old, and they're doing okay. They're toys. But got some nice G.I. Joe guys here. Some of the Real American Hero ones. Got a nice little, see, dropped it. Didn't break. Nice little Cobra Soldier. Pretty good imprint on his chest still. The piping is kind of worn off. That's not too bad. He's in good shape. Don't know his name, but he goes with the rest of them. Jurassic Park figure, because they're cool. I pick them up whenever I can. Not sure if that's supposed to be Neil or one of the other ones, but he's in good shape. I'm actually impressed. We got part of the AT-AT, the battery cover. Won't dump these out, but it is a whole bag of Gundams. These are the ones from the mid-90s. Really cool figures. Lots of pieces and parts. I just like the look of them, but got a whole bag of them. And these I will dump out. Maybe. What do I have? Got a modern Transformer. One of the, it's gotta be Beast Wars, I would think, but there we go. Another modern Transformer. I'll just give it, this is a G1 Transformer. I want to say he's Quick Mix, so one of the simple ones. Little Bug Transformer. Got some nice Falcon parts. Always pick up pieces and parts wherever I find them. Got a strut here. No third tab on the ramp, but you know, always pick up pieces and parts. Another Transformer. Sword to Somebody. Yeah, these all came in a pile, so I get more stuff than I want sometimes, but you know, you have to get it all to get what you want. Nice little pack-ins for some of the original G.I. Joes. Weapons. Yeah, these guys I believe are late 80s. Which is actually pretty good because I think I have most of their accessories in here. And they're in pretty good shape. I mean, the paint doesn't look like it's been rubbed off at all. You know, some of the O-rings are coming loose, but that's okay. These can be fixed very easily. So, yeah, it's got his... Yeah, there's one that's actually come apart. So, I said the O-rings, I'm sure you can find a video online, but it's really easy to unscrew him and replace the O-ring so we can reattach all of his body parts. And more Falcon parts. The gun that's really yellowed and kind of crappy, but it's there. Looks like some mystery pieces and parts. But lots of interesting stuff. More Star Wars parts that I picked up. It's obviously part of the Alpha Pack set. Let's see. Got a G.I. Joe gun. By the look of it, I would say it's one of the newer ones instead of the vintage Cobra gun. But there we are. Some nice little vintage Star Wars figures. Got the B-Wing pilot. This, I believe, is the Thunderhawk pilot. He came with a big helicopter. And actually he's a good figure to find because usually people get the helicopter and don't find the figure. And he is pretty good shape. A little bit of paint rub, but he's harder to find. Got the Akbar, the Imperials. He's pretty loose. Got the modern Battle Cat. No He-Man to go with it, but got Battle Cat. This has got to be a Turtles weapon. There you go. More Star Wars. Got more legs. I think this is actually a Remco figure, not a G.I. Joe figure, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Got a Dino Rider. A couple more Turtles figures. This one is one of the ones that changes to, I believe, a human form. Not going to take them apart, but they were a weird line of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They all transformed into something else. I believe this is the modern weapon for Mechanic. More Star Wars. A B-Wing pilot with the plastic mold. You can clean most of this off by just giving it a nice bath in soapy water. I know some people say you can put it out in the sunlight and it warms it up and kind of burns this off. I haven't tried that. I usually just give it a light wash with dish soap. And you just kind of have to keep checking it. And this is just plastic degrading after all these years. I don't think there's anything you can really do to stop it permanently. But still a nice figure other than that. And good paint on him. So, just got one little weapon. More Star Wars. That Medine, that Ewok. Looks like Battle Cat's helmet. Oh, we got a torso for either a G.I. Joe or a Remco guy. I believe this is one of the Takara Battle Beasts. I'm not 100%, but that's what it looks like. So these are kind of cool. A helmet for somebody. StarSpeeder glass. Oh. And the Count. Had to pick him up. So, yep. Oh, and let's see. Got another Jurassic Park dude. He needs a little bath, but yeah. They're just neat looking figures. I know that if you run across the dinosaurs from the original Jurassic Park, they're actually worth quite a bit. I like the people figures as well. Haven't come across a playset. That would be really cool to find. But yeah, so this is what I found lately, even with the rain. So a couple oddities. I'm really happy to find the StarSpeeder 1000. And actually the Chips MEGO John here. If I can find Punch one day, that would be great. Have his little buddy, but I always like finding these, coming across these. You don't get them too often, and like I said, this one is really good shape with all of his accessories. So, that's it for me. Hopefully you'll find some more once the rain lets off and the flea markets come back.